5 kills defending the hill. Protect your chassis. This is Old Man Blitz with some tips, tricks, talk, and tactics to help make you a better player. As always, part of being a better player is always mounting your mini-map and keeping an eye on it during the battle. Here's something else to keep your eye on. The comments. Look at this. Yeah, there is always some person that decides to be a little vulgar or accusatory at the start of the game. We'll see later what happens to him. On the mines map, the hill is the important territory. It commands the entire terrain, and if you can control the hill, you control the match. When trying to gain the hill, if the enemy is smart, they will focus their TDs on the entrance to the hill just about where I am. You can see one of them just across that rock in front of me, that TD, and I'm going to have to take him out before I can gain the hill. Well, I'm just going to sneak out and pop him right in the front where he doesn't expect it. Here we go. Pop, pop, pop. He's dead. Pull back. I'm safe. If I were to run for the hill now, those tanks on Windmill Hill would get a shot into me. So I show a little patience, wait until either they've fired or they've pulled back. They pulled back, I come up. Now I have the hill. We're going to take it from here. Now those tanks on Windmill Hill can also shoot at me on the main hill. So I get kind of silly. I pull out looking for targets. Kaboom, I'm shot. I guess I'd better pull back into a little bit of cover. Note, I didn't stay there in an attempt to get that shot. It's more important to survive than to get one more easy kill. Now note, those flanking heavies are under attack by my team, which is still on the approach to the hill entrance. In fact, he's doing a really good job of hiding behind a dead tank. The problem is he can't hide from me. I have the hill. That makes him an easy kill. It's always a good idea to keep looking around to see if you have enemy approaching from a side you didn't expect. Don't get gun sight lock or target lock, so entirely focused on one enemy that you forget about all the others. I pull out now to position myself for a shot on that little light tank. I'm spotted, but I have enough time to get a couple of shots into him and then pull back. Where am I spotted from? I'm spotted from the tank on the approach, on the entrance to the hilltop. So now I have to consider those tanks over there instead. Now that my attention has been redirected to those tanks on my right, that little light tank sneaks up into our spawn. He's not going to be a terrible threat from there because about all he can shoot is my turret, and I'm not going to give him much of that. One teammate defending the hill entrance is taken out, and that gives the enemy a 2-to-1 advantage. That is 4 tanks on their side versus 2 on ours. Well, little by little, we're going to take care of that. If the enemy were smart, they would withdraw and start capturing in the city, but they're not. Instead, they continue to attack the strong tanks in good position. That's always a mistake, by the way, whenever you try to attack a strong position, because you are going to die. Watch what happens to them. There's one enemy on the hill with me, but I have to take care of the weak tank first. So I pull out, shoot him in the vulnerable back, got him. Now it's a little easier. It's 1 versus 2. And now we get to the part about protecting your chassis or the body of your tank. You see, most tanks are far more vulnerable on their sides than they are on their turrets. And thus, it's important for me to keep my chassis concealed behind those dead tanks as much as I can. Once again, I shoot the low hit point enemy and kill him first rather than that TD, which can still easily take me out. Yeah, that makes 4. Now we're going to get that TD. Again, my reload time is about 13 seconds. So I must maneuver to avoid shots into my chassis until I'm fully reloaded. Then I can play the maneuver game, pull back, look for this enemy's side, kaboom, he's dead, got 5. It ain't bragging if you can do it. Most important, we got the victory. That's what adds to the win rate. Even though I scored well with my 5 kills, the fun thing is the detractor got 7th place. Now, getting 5 kills is a real treat, but I didn't do it all myself. That is, I had an enemy noob team that had terrible maneuvering, and I managed to get a couple of breaks and find some enemy tanks to hide my chassis behind. Regardless, if you're paying attention and using what the game gives you, you can probably do the same yourself. This is Old Man Blitz. Go get 'em. If you're enjoying this video series, please take a moment to subscribe. As well, send your comments to Old Man Blitz on the Blitz application. If you have a battle video using these techniques, let me know and perhaps we'll feature it in another video lesson.